Welcome back, Munchers. Last time we left off on asking the viewers whether or not we should have a short Java tutorial introducing concepts that we'll need for DSAs. The answer was a resounding yes, so today we're going to cover installing the tools necessary for Java. Now, this is optional, and if you already know how to install the following tools, or you just feel like listening along in the future, then you can skip this video. Tomorrow, we'll be releasing another video for the Java tutorial. However, I strongly encourage you to stick around because the best way to improve at these concepts is to get your hands dirty in the coding kitchen. So let's get started. We're going to be setting up two tools, Eclipse and the Java Development Kit. Both are really straightforward and easy to install. I'll include links in the description below for both of them. First, we want to go to oracle.com/java/technology/downloads, and then go to your respective system. I'm on Windows, and click the link to install. I'm going to download the MSI installer. I'm going to save the file. While that's happening, I'll quickly go to the other link, which is eclipse.org/download/packages. And you want to go to this Eclipse ID for Java developers and download the respective one for your machine. So I'll download the Windows one and click the orange download button. And it should automatically start. If it doesn't, you can always click here to start the download and just save. While that's going on, I will jump to the JDK installer, which has already finished installing. And it should be really straightforward. Welcome to the installation wizard. Next, now that it's installed, that's it. You're done. And around that time, the Eclipse zip file should be downloading. So I'm going to just quickly delete this JDK because this is just the installer and not the actual JDK that's been installed. And then this zip file, I'm going to extract all. And that should take a minute, and I'll see you as soon as that finishes downloading. Now that we finished downloading, we can continue. Keep in mind that if you're on Linux or Mac, that the steps for installation might be a little bit different, but for the most part, it should be straightforward. Once we go into the Eclipse folder, wherever you've extracted it, you can delete the zip folder. I have the same thing open twice, so I'm just going to close that. Inside here, there should be Eclipse folder. And then finally, over here, you see this application, and it has this logo. You can double click that and it should open up Eclipse. At this point in time, we're going to just browse and select our dsaiseasy tutorials folder. And I'm going to actually quickly make a new folder in here that I'm going to call Workspace. Very simple. And select that as my folder to where we're going to save. And then I'm going to use this as the default and do not ask again. We want to make sure we check this so that we don't keep getting this every time we open. Make sure you make a folder where you know where you save all your projects in. And once you select that and use this as default, we can just click launch and it should start up just in a moment. Now in here, I like to do a couple things. And first of all, let me close this welcome. Now what I like to do is to jump to Window and jump to Preferences. In Preferences, I'm going to adjust some settings. Feel free to copy me if you do not want to do this and you like the way the settings are. You can leave it as is. But if you want to emulate the same coding environment as me, then you can follow along. So we jump to General, then Appearance. And under Appearance, we can change the light to dark mode. I like doing this because as things get late for developers, it helps you adjust your eyes to the content. Next, we are going to go into colors and fonts, and then under colors and fonts, we're going to type in font and we want to change a couple fonts in here. First is dialog font. I'm going to change it to Mona Lisa, which is something that I've installed myself. You can choose whatever font you wish, but the main point of this is to pick a larger font so that we can see things very clearly. So I'm going to pick a bolded Mona Lisa at 14 point font. Next, the text font. I'm going to edit that. Also with Mona Lisa, bold 14. Once I get those two under basic, I will jump to the view and editor folders, and these two have to be changed in the same manner. You don't have to change the font if you don't want to, and you might not have Mona Lisa, but it's worth at least changing the font size so things are a little bit clearer in a bit. Once I change the last one, we can just apply and close, and then a restart is required for the theme change to take full effect. So I'm just going to restart the program, and once it opens, you should see things look a little bit different. So you have this problems Java doc declaration. You don't have to worry about that. Just to test things out, I'm going to create a quick Java project so you can copy me word for word. You don't need to worry about what this means, but I'm going to call this Hello World. This tends to be what most programmers do. They name their first program Hello World because that's convention. I'm going to click finish and don't create. Under Hello World, there should be an src folder. I'm going to right click that. I'm going to create a new package, which I will call main. I'll click finish. Inside this new package, I'm going to right click and click new class, which I will also call main. And I will finish. And under this public class main, I'm going to tab it out and type in public static void main. In parentheses, I'm going to type in string with a capital S, and then have two brackets and then args. And then finally, I'm going to have opening and closing curly braces. And then inside, I'm going to type in system.out.println for print line. And then in quotation marks, I'm going to type in hello world. At the end, I'm going to type in a semicolon, and that's going to signify this basic program. You don't need to worry about the specifics just now. I'll be explaining this in the tutorial that comes tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to save it out and click play. And you should see at the bottom that it says hello world. Comment down below and share what your favorite settings to change are in any programming environment. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw here, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when the next one's coming. See you next time.